Good evening, John.
Good evening, Greg.
Prost.
Prost. Good to be back together, my friend.
Good to be back together. How are you tonight?
I am fantastic. We had so much fun with our Natty Greens podcast. We're doing another location shoot.
Where are we tonight?
We're at Lewis Elm in downtown Greensboro.
Downtown Greensboro. And we actually have somebody hidden behind the camera.
We do. We have a guest.
Who is he?
His name is John Sappy. He's one of my good friends, and he's a little shy. He may show up or he may not show up. We may see a snack can or something. Who knows? But he's a good guy, super smart. I'd like to get you on the podcast sometimes, John. Just say hi.
No pressure.
Just say hi.
No pressure, right?
Hi. Okay, he's waving hi.
No
It's
pressure.
all good, buddy. Anyways, so that's fun. He's one of our subscribers.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
It's important to know that these subscribers are real people.
Yes, that's exactly right.
You know, we're close to 30.
30.
30, yeah.
Not bad, right?
Not bad. Not bad.
All right.
What did you do this week? You've been busy.
I've been busy.
Yes.
Been very busy. Went to Atlanta. Bought a van for the copper truck. The Korea.
Uh-huh.
Dealt with unpleasantries. But that's life.
Necessary.
Necessary.
Some stuff's necessary.
Necessary
Unpleasantries, yes.
So, there was our intro.
Yes.
So here we are again at Natty Green at Lewis Elm.
Lewis Elm. Mm-hmm. And that's a goat Gouda you're trying.
Goat Gouda.
Yeah. I think it's better than regular goat cheese like Chev.
It has a sharpness to it.
Sharpness. It's got the goat sharpness, but I think it's something with character and
Like
just aged a little bit. So, anyways, so we should tell them a little bit about Lewis Elm before we delve into the news too much.
Okay. Tell us about Lewis Elm.
I'm going to give a little intro, but you actually probably know them better than me. So Lewis Elm is a place that is opened. It was supposed to open before COVID, then COVID hit, got delayed a little bit. It's a really wonderful little wine bar that has nice, simple menu that's appropriate for what they serve, which is quality wines and quality craft beers. And it's just a fun place. Someday we'll have some like multi-cameras and we could do like a pan or something of it. But you can see from behind, you got the nice tile.
Yeah, it's a nice background.
Very, very nice cool place. Right here in South downtown Greensboro, right across the street we have Bourbon Bowl, which is a super cool place. They have 4 full-size bowling alleys, and they have a full kitchen, and they do bourbon and beer. South End Brewing down the street. We got Boxcar Arcade. We're in the heart of booming downtown Greensboro. What we were missing is a cool river.
Like Greenville, South Carolina.
Yes.
They have a nice river.
A nice river.
They've done a good job with their downtown.
I believe John's going to Greenville. No, you've been there. Anyways, so
John doesn't want to be a part of this
he
nonsense.
does not. He's too smart for that. He thinks we're funny, kind of goofy, but he's too smart to be.
So tell me
involved.
about your week at the shoe market. What'd you do there?
We had another great week. We are having a record year. All this talk about recession and inflation. Yeah, we got to deal with inflation. So, I mean, literally like today, in 4 hours, we did, $15,000 of sales. We did like 26 yesterday. We're averaging 20,000 a day. It's insane. We've never had it this good.
I'm sure the owner would really appreciate you telling him his revenue
His numbers, yeah, he probably doesn't.
on national
He
television.
probably doesn't like that. But
On
again, we
national
only
television.
have 27 subscribers, so,
Right. And only one listens, which is your mom.
She listens all the time. Mom listens all the time. Well,
Mary,
that's what
right?
mom-
Her name's Mary.
Mary,
right?
that's
Yeah,
what-
Mary, yeah. Mary listens.
Moms are loyal to their sons. So, cheers to mom.
Cheers to Mary.
Cheers.
Cheers to Mary.
Cheers to Mary.
So you had a good
My
week at
best-
work.
My best friend.
Yeah.
You're like second.
Hey, I don't mind being second married.
Mom's first.
I don't mind being second tier.
Tanya and you are somewhere in that second round.
I put her hair before me.
Yeah, probably.
Just because,
she's a girl.
yeah. Yeah.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
But you're awesome too, though.
Yeah. She's more useful in some ways than I am.
A little bit.
I kiss you on the cheek.
Yeah, we hug and get
I kiss you on the forehead.
Yeah,
I kiss you on the cheek.
It's a very you're a very European sort of hugger.
I'd probably grab your ass.
And if you did,
okay.
it might get confusing because I might accidentally reflexively hit you.
Right.
But that would be an accident. It would not be an intention.
I think you would probably grab mine back.
Probably
Don't
not.
you show us something?
Probably not.
You don't know.
Don't know. Hadn't happened.
Well, now I'm gonna try. Now you need to be prepared for the ass grab.
You are so European. You're hanging with your German buddies. Brewhunter Talk.
Brewhunter Talk. With,
check it out on Spotify.
With Marcus, Reno, and Udo.
I don't know Udo, but I love Marcus.
Yeah.
Great guy.
You know, their podcast is real. They have a logo.
They do. We need a logo.
They have good voices.
Well, they do.
They have good chemistry. Their timing's good. I mean, everything about it's good.
Some people think I have a good voice. I don't.
I think you have a great voice.
For audio. But, yeah, we need a logo. We need a logo. But I think, I'm a visual guy, so I prefer YouTube.
Right.
And I don't speak German.
There's actually a way that we could put a watermark at the bottom of this video.
Yeah?
Yeah. And temporarily, we could use a Taqueria logo.
Cool. We can use it temporarily.
Right.
Oh, and I did get the Facebook page updated. I need to actually post stuff on there. So maybe I'll start trying to post our new episodes or something.
You need to. You're stifling our growth.
I am. I know. We could probably be 35 followers at least now. I don't know. John, do you have any connections inside your company where you might be able to get a couple more subscribers? No? Okay.
Yeah, so you had a good week at work. You had good sales.
Fantastic.
Right, things went well.
Yeah, and we already talked. You had a little bit of a challenging week. You're busy as all get out. But
yeah, so what I did was on Thursday I flew to just north of Atlanta to Cobb County Executive, and I got a courtesy car from the FBO.
Okay.
And I drove to Cherokee Auto and bought a really nice 2002. You just licked that.
It was a drop that's going to fall. Yeah, it was because
being taped.
I know, but it was gonna fall on the ground.
People were gonna think we're at a dive bar or something.
Yeah, well, it was gonna fall. I couldn't get it to fall off in the glass. You got a good point. I should have used the napkin.
I mean, you grew up rich. You grew up with two very highly educated people.
Yeah, I know.
And you lick your glass on national television.
And now it's YouTube.
Like it's national. I mean, it
is big time.
It's like we're on Andy Griffith show or something.
Something like that. Yeah, I like that.
Or
like
Beverly Hillbillies or whatever.
More like Beverly Hillbillies.
Anyway, so then I rented it. I borrowed a crew car. I went and I bought a 2002 Econoline van. Okay. So we have a shop truck for the Taqueria.
Okay.
With some logos on there. I did that, and
cool.
It's still there. I need to figure out
how to get it up here.
Yeah. So that's there, but I actually had a dick moment this week.
You did?
I had a dick moment.
Okay. So did Elon. We'll get to that later.
Okay.
So what was your moment?
So I drove on May 10th, I drove to Swan Quarter, which is the coast of North Carolina.
Yes, it's very nice. I've been there.
Take care of some business there.
Very nice.
On the way back, I stopped at a gas station in Washington, North Carolina. Okay. It probably, demographically, is probably not very rich there.
I've heard the name, but I've never been there.
It's a nice place. They're doing a great job of gentrifying the downtown.
Okay.
But I did a dick move, man. So I was at this gas station, no name gas station, and there was a dude in front of me, and I could see over his shoulder.
Okay.
And there was a woman at the counter. She was shorter than I am. I'm 5'7", so she had to be like maybe 5 feet tall.
Okay.
And she probably weighed in at a 74 Volkswagen Beetle, roughly.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
With air conditioning. That adds a few pounds of air
Gotcha.
conditioning. And so pretty much any adult taller than me, or shorter than me rather, is like, like an elementary school student.
Right.
So this girl was short and
short and wide.
and strong, right? So I'm looking over this guy's shoulder.
She was athletic.
She was
Is
athletic.
that the term we use?
Is that the term?
Yes. Athletic.
Yeah, she was extremely athletic. She was an Olympic athlete. So check this out, man. So when this girl, I look over this guy's shoulder, and I'm impatient, right? I'm just impatient.
When I'm traveling, I tend to be that way.
I'm impatient. And so she has like a variety of 6 different bags of chips. Cheetos, Doritos, all these different chips, right?
Okay.
I'm like, what the fuck, right? So then,
You gotta keep that athletic body in shape.
yeah, and then so she's moving slowly, and then she very, what's the word? Precisely orders 6 different packs of cigarettes.
Really?
Methodically, like
6
different
different
packs of cigarettes, right?
Wow.
So
Fascinating.
she's got 6 different packs of cigarettes, 6 different bags of chips, and so I'm talking out loud, right? I'm talking out loud, and I'm saying,
Did you realize you're talking out loud at the moment? Or
absolutely.
You realize that after? Okay.
I said,
This way it's your dick moment.
yeah, my dick moment. I'm talking out loud, and I said, why isn't this motherfucker dead? This motherfucker's gonna kill herself.
Kill herself.
How is she alive?
How did she make it through
How
COVID?
could she be here in her pajamas?
Oh, that one too.
Yeah, in her pajamas, buying these things, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
And just to complete the picture, it was a white girl, and so I said, to make her order complete, all she needs is a Mountain Dew, right?
Bravo.
And then I look over this guy's shoulder and I see a case of Bud Light, and I'm talking out loud, and I said, what the fuck, right? And then so the guy in front of me looked at me, right?
Okay.
And and he looked like he's a nice blue collar guy.
Okay.
And he looked at me and I said, am I being an asshole? He said, yes.
Good for his honesty, right?
I said, I agree with you, man. I am. But that was my dick moment.
It just had to happen for you.
But she didn't hear me say this.
No. Okay.
So I said
You
to
sort
him,
of under your breath.
right. And no, it
You were
wasn't
loud.
under my breath. I was actually saying it, right?
Uh-huh.
Loud enough for him to hear it, but not her to hear it, right?
Gotcha.
So in her defense, she didn't hear anything.
Okay.
But that was my dick moment. But I just couldn't believe what I was seeing.
It does torture me when I see that kind of thing.
Like, and I'm thinking to myself, 2 p.m, shouldn't this human being be working somewhere? But she's in her pajamas buying an assortment of chips and an assortment of cigarettes and a case of Bud Light. And I'm wondering,
Wow.
why isn't she dead? I mean,
This
why
is
she
this is
alive?
what Bill Maher would sit there and label as the problem we have with our healthcare system in America. Right? We do it to ourselves in so many ways.
I mean, I think
Wow.
COVID is the last thing she'll die from.
Right.
I think COVID's afraid of her.
Probably. Probably.
I'm serious, man. I was like, how can this motherfucker be alive, man? But that was my dick moment.
Yes.
Have you ever
I had one this week? No, I've had moments like that in the past. Spontaneously, I can't think of it. I mean, you know me, I have my sort of sarcastic moments. There is a very pregnant woman across the street wearing tights.
I'm not sure. Do you think she's pregnant?
I don't know. This could be my dick moment here.
This could be your dick moment.
Yes. I don't know. Should we take a picture and insert it?
Is she pregnant?
What do you think, John? John's playing it cool. He's playing it safe.
So this is your dick moment. You're having a live dick moment.
Yeah.
Where you're calling an obese woman.
I think she was pregnant. It was very
pregnant.
The bump looked
protrusion.
Yes, the bump looked like it
was at the right spot.
It was at the right spot.
In the womb.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Could have been. But there you go. There's my dick moment for the week. So, anyways, that's profound, Greg. And
I couldn't
to
believe
admit it on YouTube, that's even different than licking your wine glass as you pour it.
Licking your wine glass? No, that was
kind of low class.
That
could have been my dick move. That could have been my dick move. Yeah.
Licking a wine glass. I mean, we have expensive charcuterie boards here.
Yeah, we do.
That I think John
contributed to it. Yes, he's
and you're licking your glass like you're at Outback Steakhouse.
I was afraid it was going to hit the table. I should have. The napkin was more convenient. I would have gone napkin.
Jesus Christ. I can't take you anywhere.
You can't.
It's the nicest wine bar in Greensboro, and you fuck it up.
Yeah. Well, shit happens. Or as it was I can't even think of the movie. You know, you know it in a heartbeat. The Box Full of Chocolates. What was that movie? John, you got it. A box full of chocolates. You know, I never know what you're gonna get. Forrest Gump.
Oh,
Yes. In that movie, he steps in it and he says, and you never know. You never know what you're gonna get. But no, it wasn't chocolate box. Yeah, but you can step in it.
So tell me about Elon Musk's dick moment.
So Elon Musk's dick moment was this. He had heard from Business Insider / Insider that an article was going to come out on him about something that may have happened in 2016 on a SpaceX Gulfstream jet with a flight attendant that had learned to be a masseuse. And leading up to that, he went out and did a bunch of interviews and set up some stuff about, I'm a lifelong, moderate Democrat thing, and then, but maybe I'm not anymore, blah, 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 and this thing comes out. Oh, wait, before it comes out, he says, I think I'm going to turn into a Republican. And it comes out that some friend of this girl that he had a settlement with in 2018 about. The story is that he was in his plane, they were flying somewhere, and he was getting a massage, and the claim is that he exposed himself with an erect penis to this girl and asked for a little bit more in the massage if he bought her a horse. Ends up she was into horses.
Equestrian.
She was equestrian.
She was an equestrian.
She was equestrian. She still is, apparently.
And he wanted to horse around.
He wanted to horse around. Since this has come out, he's made jokes about that.
About horsing around.
Horsing around and buying horses for people and all this. Anyways, long and short, so
he settled.
Settled for $250,000 in 2018, which he finally got a lawyer. And that's like nothing, considering what he's worth. And
so all she had to do is make a claim, true or false. Mm-hmm. She had to make a claim, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'll pay the $250," and it goes away.
It's kind of like him.
Pay $250.
It's kind of like him in the SEC with the 420 claim. We're going to take Tesla private at 420. He was advised, let's not mess with this. It will look bad in the press. Let's just settle with them and we'll move on.
Settle
Settle with the SEC.
Why was the SEC concerned about 420?
Because they're a publicly held company.
It stands for marijuana.
Well, that even had nothing to do with that. Actually, it was because it's a publicly held company, and he said we're going to take the company private at 420 on a tweet, which is not an official form.
Take it private or public?
Take it private. It was public.
Oh, it was public.
It was already public. We're going to take it private. Ends up that the same group that is financing the so-called competitor Lucid, the Saudi something fund, whatever they're called, the big Saudi government fund invest, was happy to do it. So it was not a lie, but it was implied they would have. The reason that there was a SEC charge was because you're affecting the value of your stock to the public because you tweeted something out that may or may not have been true, blah, 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 so it affects the stock value. So ends up all those people that would have sold were idiots because the stock went way up after that.
So he was manipulating the stock.
That was the argument. And later on, he's now come out and said that I should not have settled because it was, we should have challenged it. And then this is another example. He says, what was described as happening did not happen as it was described. It's only been described by a friend of the girl that's happened with because she has a non-disclosure agreement, so she can't talk about it. So some friend, quote friend, who is some actress in Hollywood, and he's now saying he's a left-wing hit. So this is my problem with it. He's turned it into way too political of a thing. This is why I say it's his dick moment, because he's now suggesting that he's going to vote Republican going forward, and the majority of the Republican
Democrats
Party
are in on this.
they're all in on getting him. Now, here's the thing: John Favreau goes on and tweets out, so you're going to go with the party that is a climate denier. You're going to go with the party that is will do nothing to help energy storage. Anyways, and he says, John, you're a good guy, but this is the problem we're having. And here's the thing. John, my friend John over here, and I used to be a Republican. I'm not anymore. But it's all about social stuff like this, like the Supreme Court now with trying to take away Roe v. Wade, so the woman's right to have an abortion. Yeah, it'd be great if there are no abortions, but shit happens. You get drunk, you have sex with some dude you think's hot, he's gone, you're pregnant, you want to ruin your life, whatever it is. Your crazy uncle rapes you. I mean, there are scenarios where abortion should be available.
Or you're simply 16 years old and you have a boyfriend
and you screw up.
Accidentally
So your whole life be changed by you having to have a baby. So anyway, so he's thinking, okay, sex stuff, Republicans are cool. He's thinking pro-business, Republicans are cool. What he's forgotten is they're dicks when it comes to personal liberty, unless you want to own a gun. Sorry, John.
I'm still Republican.
I know you are, and I respect that.
Actually, John, I've thought hard about this.
On business and taxes, I'm all in on Republican.
I think if you had to classify me, I would be a liberal Republican.
Well, that's really what I am, and that's what Elon now is.
I think with me, I'm conservative. I'm still socially conservative.
Right? You are?
Yeah.
Okay. I respect that.
Right.
But so my thing is though, he's saying
like no gay marriage, right?
I'm not commenting on anything here.
Okay. You've already said his name.
Yes. So I'm with Elon in many ways, but from a voting standpoint in the current thing, it makes it difficult because of the social side of things. And that's why I wish he hadn't brought all this into it. I wish he could have just had it say, look, girl's lying, all this, but instead he made it political. That was, for me,
I think he's above politics. I think, a
well,
guy
traditionally he
launching
has been.
a guy launching rockets.
I mean, he liked Barack Obama. He voted for him. He was happy with him.
I mean, he was a good president.
He was good.
He was a nice guy. I mean, he's a likable guy. But
Yes.
But I think he's above politics. I certainly try to be above politics. I don't.
You do,
I don't-
and actually, that's the goal
I
of our
don't try to,
podcast.
like box myself into as liberal or conservative.
Well, we were talking about the COVID lift with the judge. You remember? You were excited about it. I was excited about it.
I think the judge made a good call.
I agree with you. I just didn't like to me, it was a political move to take it away from the fact it was going to expire in 2 weeks anyways. So the political move to me. But it was a correct decision.
Well, that's how you're framing it. But
That's how I'm framing it.
But you had to make a decision, and the decision was made, whether it was 2 weeks before or 2 years
And it was the
before.
correct decision.
It was the correct decision.
Correct. I agree with that 100%. But
And so, in my opinion, if it's like, well, leave me alone with the mask,
yeah,
leave me alone with the abortion, leave me alone if I'm gay.
be consistent there.
Yeah,
That's
leave me
what I
alone
asked
if I'm
for.
gay. Leave me alone if I want a gun.
Yes.
Right?
If the Republicans could get out of social business,
leave me
I'd be a
alone.
Republican. If they could get out of the social business,
Right.
I'd be a Republican. Because when it comes to
They are in the
business,
social business.
yeah, when it comes to business stuff, tax policy, all that
They're
stuff, they're great. Don't overtax. If someone's successful, don't take all their money. So that's the complicated thing, which is why so many people, I think, these days are independents. Right? I don't belong to either of that.
Right. Only problem with being independent is that you can't vote
In the primaries. as much.
primaries, right?
In North Carolina, you can, but most states you can't. Yeah. Florida, I think you have to pick sides. Yeah. Which is funny because Charlie Crist is running for governor down there. The former Republican governor is now senator or governor. Anyways, he's running.
Governor at one time.
Yes, I know he was, but is he running for senator or governor again?
I don't know.
I think it's Senate. He's running for Senate as a Democrat now. That's the times we live in. There's your friend from the convenience store.
Yes. Yeah. Bless her heart.
Sorta,
Yeah.
maybe. Bless her heart.
Reincarnated.
Reincarnated.
Bless her heart.
Yes. We as Americans need to eat healthier.
That is a problem with health. Is
What we eat.
The obesity.
Yes.
All right, so let's go into our news segment. What's going on in the news this week?
You lead in. You're the producer,
What's been going on?
director. I mean, well, we talked about a little Tesla with the stock market, which connected to the stock market. So the market had the NASDAQ had its worst week in I don't know, but do you know, John, 20 years, something like that, a long time. But we're looking positive for Monday, which is why I need to go buy some Tesla stock. It's crazy low right now. I need to help remember when we're done with this, go get a couple shares of Tesla. All right. Anyways, so we have that crazy stuff. So we have inflation. We have
We had that wonderful.
the crazy dude in Buffalo.
Yes, that was the big news of the week.
Yeah.
The mass shooting in Buffalo.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate and
people.
pathetic.
And the guy had plans to go even further.
Yes. He radicalized himself in COVID.
He just went berserk.
He went berserk. Yes.
And
some people are just crazy.
and for him, the worst part about it is he didn't kill himself.
Yes, that is.
That's the worst part. Is
Yes.
he didn't kill himself because
He
now
surrendered.
He surrendered. He's going to be found guilty. He's either going to spend his life in prison or get the death penalty. He should have just man up and shoot yourself.
Yeah, if you're going to go all out, yeah. And most of the nuts that do that
Like
do
the guy
that.
in Las Vegas did.
Yes, he did.
At Mandalay Bay.
Yep.
He shot himself dead.
Yep. We
Which
might
was
as well.
which was a dick move.
It was a totally dick move.
That was a dick move The guy. So then I think Buffalo was the news of the week.
I would agree with you. Yep.
I
100%.
mean, what was this guy thinking?
He radicalized himself and he became this whole replacement theory thing, which is another one of those weird, fringy, not legitimate Republican thing. That's a fringy Republican thing. It's sort of a MAGA extension, QAnon weirdness.
Replacement theory is about as ridiculous as critical race theory.
Correct.
It's just some made up shit.
It's some totally made up
to get
shit.
people revved up.
Yep.
To make people clench their fists.
Yep.
And get in their corners and take sides and fight.
Yep.
I mean, critical race theory to me means nothing.
Yeah.
I don't care. Replacement theory is even dumber because
they're both stupid. They're both not really legitimate.
Because guess what?
What's that?
Evolution is going to evolve, and what's going to happen is going to happen.
Right.
Ask the dinosaurs.
Correct. Which is why Elon's trying to get us an out.
Ask the giraffes. They got long necks.
Right.
Ask the giraffes.
Well, the giraffes have that, so you know the leaves off the tall trees.
I mean,
but those trees are going bye-bye.
So this replacement theory thing is some made-up dumb shit just to piss off some people. You know, to get the right base fired up.
Yep. Yep.
It's just unnecessary.
Crazy. Yes. And it's again, it's just as crazy as critical race theory and stuff. You know what? I see CRT. I still think of a cathode ray tube. This is what we used to watch TV on, cathode ray tube. I think CRT. How does a cathode ray tube have anything to do with what we're talking about here? That's how old I am. I'm going to be 59 like next week or something. June 2nd.
Okay, we'll have a party for you.
Yes. And a year from now, we have a big party. It was 6-0.
6-0, better you than me,
buddy.
So we're going to have to tip these guys good since
we are.
Late, right?
We are. Good. And if he wants to take our card to pay the tab right now, we can do that for you. Alex, is it? Yeah. If you want to close the tab, because we're running here over on you.
I'm going to throw him a 20 just
for the tip. There you go. This covers the bill, and
here's an extra 20.
Nice tip.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, buddy.
So, before we close out, because they're wanting to close.
Yeah.
I have a news update.
You do? Okay.
This is our first ever news update. So did you?
A live news update. Wow.
It's a live news update. It's on national television. So, being taped in front of a live studio audience.
Yes, we have one member of a live studio audience.
Yes, live studio audience, right. We have to have a sign that says applause. So did you see on TV about this guy about 7 or 8 days ago? The pilot became incapacitated, and this dude
in Florida,
you
did a brief little thing on it. Yes.
Palm Beach International, and the guy landed the airplane.
Never flown a plane before.
It was a Cessna Caravan.
That's amazing.
Okay, did you hear about this?
No, I did not.
Okay, so Fox News didn't report it. Newsmax didn't have it.
They may have. I just missed it.
Okay. It must have been just like a.
I actually did see it.
Okay. I just have my phone. I just get it off.
I actually did see it, and I thumbed you up when you did your little brief thing on it.
So watch this. This is the news update. So this guy, he's probably, I don't know, 40 years old, has a wife. She kind of talks like this, nice girl, got a couple kids. He loves Jesus, which is nothing wrong with Jesus Christ.
Not at all.
Nothing wrong with loving Jesus. So he had taken a picture of himself in the back seat. So Cessna Caravan has 3 rows, right? Mm-hmm. So he had himself in the back seat with his feet up, and he just took a picture of his feet up and like the dashboard and the passenger on flying co-pilot and then the pilot.
Was it literally just him and the pilot, or they had done have a couple other passengers? So
there was a pilot and a passenger.
Gotcha.
Passenger was sitting up front, right seat.
Okay.
So then this guy gives Good Morning America an interview, okay? He's being hailed as the hero, okay? So watch this. So in this interview, he says, the guy just said, hey guys, I don't feel good. I think we're having problems. And he just kind of passes out. And he doesn't slump over. Mm-hmm. He just goes back like this, right?
Like falls asleep or something.
Right. And so then the guy sitting in the right-hand seat, which is the co-pilot seat, takes the wheel and puts it into a right-hand diving turn.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
Right-hand diving turn. So then this guy reaches over, gets out of the seat, reaches over, with his right hand, pulls back gently on the yoke, pulls the yoke up, turns it to the left,
just instinctively,
and levels out the airplane.
Just instinctively.
Okay.
Just before he even talked to the.
Right. Leveled out the airplane. Okay. Now, first of all, to do that, you've got to have experience flying in an airplane.
It would seem to think.
So this guy went on national television and said, "I have no flying experience." John. I mean, you're eating like
it's embarrassing, isn't it?
Not at all.
He was claiming he had no flight experience
at all,
but he and his friend chartered this airplane to go to the Bahamas to go fishing. Often. Okay? Often. So then this guy reaches over, pulls back the yoke, turns it to the left, airplane straight and level. Once it's straight and level, he pulls the pilot out of the seat, puts him in the back seat, buckles him up, gets in the left seat, okay, plugs the headset back in.
Wow. So it sounds like you have some experience.
He talks to tower and he says, I have an incapacitated pilot. So then the guy in the tower who was on break was actually
a flight instructor.
An instructor.
I remember that from your previous podcast.
So they're like, help us out. So he gets on there. Long story short, he takes him to the ILS. The ILS is like a tractor beam for a runway.
Right.
It's just a runway has an FM frequency that runs down the middle of it for about 10 miles. Right? So you tune in with your airplane, this FM frequency, and you can come right in if you're in the clouds with this frequency and land using your instruments.
Right. Right.
This guy flies the ILS like he's done it 100 times. And there's video of him landing the airplane like a professional. I mean, he just lands the airplane.
Yeah, it was smooth as can be. I saw the landing.
And after he lands, he says, do you want me to take it off the taxiway or leave it here? They're like, just leave it there.
It's like he's done it before and he's saying he has.
So he went on national television. He was hailed as a hero. This guy with no flight experience.
Right.
And he absolutely flies the airplane just fine and takes it all the way to the runway and lands perfectly.
Right.
Perfectly.
Right. So he was a setup?
Allegedly with
what
no
happened
experience.
to the pilot? Have we heard what happened to the pilot?
He's in the hospital and he's recovering. So basically my point is this. This guy who set himself out to be a hero for America,
he's a faux hero. He's a faux hero?
He's a French hero.
Yes.
F-A-U-X.
Yes.
So he has let people believe that he is this inexperienced guy. And he even said the hand of God. Said the hand of God helped him.
Yeah.
It was the hand of God.
First time I saw him with that landing, I thought that was bullshit. I did. I'm not a pilot, but I flew with my dad, who is.
And this is a heavy airplane. A Cessna Caravan weighs a whole lot more than my airplane.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
dual
an
engine.
adult air. You know, it's a single engine piston, but it's an adult airplane. It's like a real no shit airplane with like G1000, like these computer screens on there.
Sorry, I got off screen, people. I was so into Greg's narration of this, I got off screen.
That's okay.
Anyway,
just stay on screen so we can stay in focus because the camera looks for your eyes.
Yes.
So anyway, so then that's the news update. This guy who landed the airplane, I think he's been mislabeled as a hero, and he's just a guy who has flight experience. He's flown an airplane.
Yeah, it's not that he's a bad guy, but the story is
misleading. He should have just went on there and said, cheers to that. He should have just went on there and said, I've flown an airplane 100 times. I kind of sort of knew how to do it.
Yeah, right. You're still a hero. You're still, in a sense, a hero.
Right.
You don't have to be this.
I've never driven a Ferrari, but I could probably drive a Ferrari.
Correct. Good analogy.
Right. So this guy kind of misled planet Earth on this one.
Yeah. Good analogy.
So that's my news update. Do you have anything else to add to this?
I still love my Tesla, even though I'm a little pissed off at Elon this week. And I'm only pissed off at him because he politicized something I didn't think he had to. But
well, he was also bullshitting us on buying Twitter.
Probably. I mean, he could do it, and it may still happen. But
he did it because it's bots, and he found out
there's more bots than they think there are, but they're not reporting properly, so he needs to get a better deal.
Right.
And, yeah. Let it go.
It's a hand job.
Yes.
So
good analogy. Goes back to what he wanted in the airplane in 2016.
Horse around.
Hey, baby, I'll buy you a horse.
So now you know, if you're a wealthy guy, no matter what you do,
don't ask for favors.
You are a target, man.
You are a target.
If you've got money, you're a target.
Yes.
And that's why, to our friends, what's the word? To our friends' interest, this is why you need conservative judges on the bench, so they can defend people like Elon Musk.
Oh, I agree with that, except when they fuck up on Roe v. Wade.
They fuck up on Roe v. Wade.
Yes.
But fortunately, I'm out of the business of making children.
You and I could accidentally still make a child. It'd be an accident. It could happen.
Not if you pull out and you ejaculate on there.
Well, that's true. Yes, and which I always try to do. But
if you pull out and you ejaculate,
but shit happens.
Right.
Especially if you maybe have
stuff slips out.
Yeah, and you have one too many drinks.
So, are you ready for the outro?
I'm ready for the outro.
Okay.
Thank goodness there's no pop quiz this week.
Oh,
I shouldn't have said anything.
Oh
my God. Got a pop quiz?
Yes, we have to have a pop quiz.
Oh, those are so torturous. But they're good. They're good. John, want to participate in the pop quiz? No? Okay. All right.
Pop quiz. Pop quiz.
It's just on the fly pop quiz.
On the fly pop quiz.
Make it about music.
What were the last words of Planet of the Apes with Charlton Heston?
God damn you something.
God damn it, they blew it up.
Blew it up.
Yes, you got it right.
God damn, they blew it up.
God damn it, they blew it up.
Yeah.
That's right. That was the famous last words.
Good call.
Good job.
I like that pop quiz.
Cheers.
There you go, John.
To our mysterious
subscriber guest guy, who someday might actually appear on video. Yes, maybe. Think about it. Maybe. Okay.
All right, this is a cool podcast, man.
Very cool.
It's our
location
first
and
good
fun.
Location and the live studio
Just
audience.
fun.
Live studio audience like the Jeffersons.
Hell yeah! Like we did our 70s last week.
We did the 70s last week, man. Cool, man. All right, man. Well, that's it.
Time to bring the fire department out here. I wish we could turn the camera really quick to show.
All right, so that's that. And we're out of focus, man.
We are. That's okay.
Why are we
We're always out of focus.
Why are we out of focus? Motherfucker.
You know what? I don't care we're out of focus because we're always a little out of focus. Like on our concept, what we're talking about.
Have a good evening.
My buddy.
Thank you.
I love it. I love you. You're awesome.
I love you too.
All right.
Wait for that ass grab.
Yeah. Watch how it happens. We don't have the
I'm faster than
white. Yeah, it's true.
I'm
But if you have
faster
a
than
black eye, don't blame it on.
I can grab that ass and run. I'm shorter than you are.
You're a little younger than me too.
I'm younger.
A little younger.
I'm faster. You're the fall guy.
I am the fall guy.
You can't even carry firewood.
We'll have to explain it someday. He's so true. It's so true.
All right.
Snow.
Bye.
Snow is involved.
Bye. This is our first blurry thing. Bye.
Bye.